Care workers form the backbone of the UK's health and social care system. They provide essential support to vulnerable individuals, enabling them to live with dignity and independence. However, the UK, like many developed nations, faces a chronic shortage of care workers. To address this shortage, the UK government has historically relied on the recruitment of international care workers. These dedicated professionals often leave their home countries to fill crucial roles in the UK. Recent changes to UK immigration rules in 2025 have made it more challenging for international care workers to secure visas. These changes have sparked debate about their impact on both care workers and the UK's care sector. This essay will delve into these new rules, exploring their implications and providing insights for those seeking to navigate this evolving landscape. In response to the growing need for care workers, the UK government introduced the Health and Care Worker Visa in August 2020. This visa replaced the previous Tier 2 General Visa for health and care professionals. The Health and Care Worker Visa offered a streamlined route for qualified care workers to live and work in the UK. It provided a pathway to settlement and allowed visa holders to bring their dependents. The visa was seen as a positive step towards addressing staff shortages in the care sector. However, concerns about exploitation and a political focus on reducing immigration led to significant changes in 2025. The UK government introduced significant changes to the immigration rules for care workers in 2025. These changes aim to prioritise domestic recruitment and address concerns about worker exploitation. One of the most significant changes is the introduction of mandatory labour market tests for all care worker roles. This means employers must now demonstrate that they have been unable to fill vacancies locally before recruiting internationally. Additionally, employers must provide evidence of their efforts to recruit locally, including details of advertising campaigns and engagement with local job centres. This adds an extra layer of complexity and cost to the recruitment process for care homes. Another significant change is the restriction on dependents for care workers. Previously, care workers could bring their spouses and children to the UK on dependent visas. This is no longer permitted, making it less attractive for international care workers to relocate to the UK. The changes to UK immigration rules for care workers are driven by a confluence of political, economic and social factors. One significant driver is the political pressure to reduce net migration to the UK. The government has committed to reducing overall immigration levels, and these changes are part of a broader strategy to achieve that goal. Additionally, there are concerns about the impact of immigration on the UK labour market. Some argue that the influx of foreign workers depresses wages and reduces job opportunities for British citizens. The government's emphasis on British jobs for British workers reflects this sentiment. Furthermore, concerns about the potential for worker exploitation have also influenced these changes. There have been reports of some care providers exploiting migrant workers, paying them low wages and providing substandard living conditions. The government hopes that by tightening the rules, it can better protect vulnerable workers from exploitation. Navigating the new landscape presents significant challenges for international care workers seeking to work in the UK. The process is now more competitive, expensive and restrictive. International applicants must now meet higher standards to qualify for a visa. They need to secure a job offer from a licensed sponsor, provide evidence of their English language proficiency and meet the minimum salary threshold. The restriction on dependents poses a significant barrier for many potential applicants. Leaving family behind to pursue work opportunities in the UK is a difficult decision, and this new rule makes it less likely that many qualified care workers will consider the UK as a viable option. Furthermore, international applicants must now be prepared to work in less desirable locations. With the increased emphasis on local recruitment, care homes in major cities with higher costs of living may be less likely to navigate the complexities of sponsoring international workers. This could mean that successful applicants may need to be flexible and willing to work in rural areas or smaller towns. The changes to immigration rules for care workers have far-reaching implications for the UK care sector, which is already grappling with significant staffing challenges. Care homes and other care providers rely heavily on international workers to fill vacancies. The new rules make it significantly more difficult and expensive for them to recruit internationally, potentially exacerbating existing staff shortages. This could lead to a decline in the quality of care provided as care homes struggle to cope with fewer staff members. Longer wait times for care services, reduced availability of specialized care, and increased pressure on existing staff are all potential consequences. The care sector is also concerned that the new rules may deter international care workers from choosing the UK, further limiting the pool of qualified professionals. This could have long-term consequences for the sustainability of the UK's social care system. Despite the challenges posed by the new rules, it is still possible for international care workers to secure employment in the UK. Here are some practical tips for those considering this path. First, obtain UK-recognised care qualifications. Ensure your qualifications are recognised in the UK. You may need to undertake additional training or certification to meet UK standards. Second, gain relevant experience. Employers value practical experience. Seek opportunities to gain 1 to 2 years of experience in a care setting, ideally in your chosen field of specialisation. Third, improve your English language skills. Demonstrate a high level of English language proficiency by taking a secure English language test recognised by the UK government. Fourth, research potential employers and sponsors. Identify licensed sponsors in the UK and research their recruitment practices and requirements. Networking with other care professionals can provide valuable insights. Lastly, be prepared to work in less popular locations. Flexibility is key. Be open to working in areas outside major cities, as these locations may have a greater need for care workers and may be more likely to sponsor international workers. The future of care work and immigration in the UK remains uncertain. The recent changes to immigration rules have created challenges for both care workers and the sector as a whole. The government's commitment to reducing net migration is likely to continue to shape immigration policy, potentially leading to further restrictions or changes in the future. The care sector will need to adapt to these changing circumstances. This may involve investing in training and development programs for domestic workers, exploring innovative care models, and advocating for policies that support the recruitment and retention of qualified care professionals. The debate surrounding immigration and its impact on the care sector is likely to continue. Finding a balance between reducing reliance on international recruitment, addressing critical staffing shortages, and ensuring the sustainability of the UK's care system will be a key challenge for policymakers in the years to come.